Good afternoon, class. I'm hoping that you had a great day yesterday with the cold and everything, but I decided to cancel class so you guys can be warm. And I want to try this online video lecture. Would love to get your feedback as I try this for the first time. So again, just give me your feedback as we kind of move forward with class. So really a couple of announcements that I want to make in regarding positions that we have available in our office. We have Stars Mentors position open as well as an Ernst & Young company visit. So I want to explain a couple of those, or at least give you information in regards to those events and those job opportunities. So as you know, we work with the Office of Multicultural Student Success, and we always have opportunities for you to help you build your career capital moving forward. So the first thing I want to tell you about is our Stars Mentor position, and that is a mentoring position that anybody really can apply for, but we're really looking for students who have the ability to talk with students about their transition to DePaul. And so if you're available to work for 10 hours a week, have meetings on Fridays between 1 and 3, you are capable for this job. This is a great opportunity and leads to other internships. The deadline to apply is this Friday on the 31st. So I want you to go to Campus Job Board at depaul.edu, and so that you can give yourself a chance for this position. It's a wonderful position. It pays $2,000 stipend. You get wonderful mentorship as well. So if you have any questions about that, set up a career coaching appointment with me, or send me an email and I'd be happy to share the details. Okay. The second opportunity that I want to share with you is that we have a company field trip coming up to Ernst & Young. Again, these are extra credit opportunities. You get 1 point towards your participation grade. This is happening on February 12th on a Wednesday. I will be in attendance to take students from DePaul to the Ernst & Young site. You get an opportunity to network with Ernst & Young staff to talk about real internships, and they are looking for students who have a business background, who are in accounting, or are exploring the idea of being in accounting. So it's limited spots. We have about 20 students who are available that we can take. And again, it's extra credit towards your participation grade. So that's going to be on D2L in the announcement with an RSVP link. And it's first come, first serve. So make sure that you get on top of that, and you get an opportunity to actually visit one of the big 4 accounting companies. One final announcement. Because we didn't have class on Monday, I want to offer the career coaching opportunity to come meet with me to talk about your experience with the Ask Mentors. I know some of you were frustrated or asking questions as to what mentor should I choose? How does it relate to help me build my career capital? And because we didn't have class to talk about that further, I want to give you the opportunity to come in and meet with me to talk about that moving forward. Okay, class, so today we're going to talk about values, and values are extremely important when making your career choice. A lot of times when we think about our career choices, we only think about what people tell us. So how much money we're going to make, what our parents tell us, and we don't really take into account values. Yet it's probably one of the most important things that you need to know when making a career choice. The problem is that we don't take time to do that, and that's what my hope is for this class is today, is to talk about values in a way that's different. A lot of times when we think about values and what we mean by them, we think of things like family or helping out the community. And my argument to that is that there are actually 3 different types of values to think about. And the reality is that some of you may value money, and that's okay. There's nothing bad with that, but that may clash with some of your other values. And so sometimes as we kind of move towards our career, especially when we are done with that first job, when we move on to our second or third job, values become very, very important in moving forward with our kind of our career as we kind of move on and get older. So I want to talk to you really about 3 different types of values. And a lot of students don't know about this, but to me, these 3 values are very important and kind of mixing and matching to see what career is going to best align with your values. And that's the most important thing here. Sure, you can take a job for money or title, which is also value, and we'll talk about. But my hope is that you can think about how does this specific career really truly connects and fits with your values. Because at the end of the day, you're going to go back to that question. You're going to go back to, well, should I choose job A or should I choose job B? Your values are going to be the most important factor in making that decision. So one of the things that I want to talk about is three different types of values. And the first one I want to begin talking about is intrinsic value. And intrinsic, if you think about things that motivate you, things that you don't need money for, you just get up and do it. It's like brushing your teeth. You don't think about it. It gives you motivation to continue to do it without merit or without getting a scholarship. Those are intrinsic value. You don't think about it. So for me, a lot of times when I think about my own intrinsic value, it's technology, right? I love technology. If I was working on a project for my job and somebody asked me to help them out with their iPhone or set up their computer, I'm leaving my project to go help them. It's something that I love to do. Now, am I infusing that with my work that I do? Well, with this online video, I think I am doing that, but it's one of those things that I don't think about. Another intrinsic value for me is interior design, right? I really enjoy that aspect of it. Am I making money out of it? No, but it's something that I like to do. So really, when we think about intrinsic value, we're talking about things that you do without any merit. You don't need a reward for it. You just go ahead and do it because that is kind of connects to your personal identity. Okay, so that's intrinsic value. Um, Extrinsic is the exact opposite of that. And a lot of times when people think about extrinsic, it's usually associated as being a bad thing, but not really. And that's really what I want to focus on, is that it's just a part of our career decision making process. Some of us like money, and that's an extrinsic value, right? It's something that you want in a physical setting or merit, and it's something that you do for like praise and recognition or money. And some of the extrinsic value that you all as students value is GPA. So when we think about the class, do many of you actually go to the class to actually learn something? Maybe. But most of the time, the extrinsic value of the class is the GPA. Am I getting an A or am I getting an F? And that kind of adds value to what you're learning in the class or what you don't learn in the class. Another thing that when we think about uh, job opportunities and how it relates to your value, or at least extrinsic value, is praise and recognition. When we think about titles and power, right? Praise and recognition is actually an extrinsic value. You're doing this job or you're doing this work because you want to be praised and recognized for your work. There's nothing wrong with that. And I want to be very, very clear about that. But we want to make sure, at least I want to make sure, that in this class you're very real about what your values are, because I want you to best align your values with your career choice and with career capital as well. And so that's kind of the values that we have here. We have intrinsic, which is you do stuff for no reward, you just do it without thinking about it, it's really personal to you. Extrinsic, you do something for reward, title, GPA, money, those type of things. The final one, which is probably the most confusing, but probably the most important, is lifestyle values. Now, many of you might be thinking, well, what's the difference between extrinsic and intrinsic? Isn't that some type of lifestyle? But if we break this down, and that's what I want to do, is kind of break down the idea of what we know about values and break that into three parts. And the third part is lifestyle. Where do you want to live? Family versus career. And another thing that I like to use an example is a BMW or a bicycle. Both are going to get you to the same place. It's just a matter of which lifestyle or how do you want to live. So when we talk about career choices, a lot of students have that in the back of their head. They know that they want to achieve a certain lifestyle, but their job and their salary may not align with that. So if you know this, why not think about it? Why not add that to be a part of your major decision moving forward? And this also applies to those internships too. So when we think about lifestyle, think about where you want to live, your quality of life, and how that relates to your career choice.